More important is this gateway backup. Okay, the terminal can have multiple gateways. Actually, only one. Just that we have at least one backup. Okay. Okay. Problem facing by a single gateway is single point of failure. Okay, single point of failure. But then if we put two routers connect, then on the port, can we put the same IP? Okay, if we put one router single point of failure, we put two routers, and then we put the same IP. Because each terminal only can be assigned with one gateway IP. Can we do this? Cannot. Okay, because these two routers will trigger the IP address conflict. So this won't work. So we want multiple routers to provide gateway backup, but with just doing this method, it will cause this one here, okay, conflict between multiple gateways. So VRRP can solve this issue. VRRP can give you multiple gateway, also can solve the conflict. But how? Let's say how the working mechanism of the VRRP. So in VRRP, okay, so the routers, the port is the port. The interface will form a VRRP group. Okay, the physical interface IP address confirmed is different. But then when they form a group, you can set a virtual IP of the group. Then this virtual IP is the gateway of the PC. Okay, this virtual IP will be set as a gateway for the PC. So when the PC get the IP address from the DHCP server, they also see the virtual IP. Okay, so DHCP server, you must configure the DHCP server to assign this virtual IP as the gateway IP for the terminals. Okay, then inside this VRRP group, there is a VRID. Okay, you need to set the port to have the same VRID. Then only they can form group. Okay, must send VRID. Then within one VRRP group, there will be one master, only one master. You can have more than one backup. Okay, you can have more than one backup. Just that usually we just put one master, one backup. Because if you put three backup, the backup do nothing. Okay, they do not forward packets. So don't waste the resources. Okay, because more devices are higher costing. Just at least two. Okay, why we do this is because why we use a VRP, because we cannot stack the router. For switch, if you use a switch as a gateway, we can stack two core switch become logically one. So we don't need to configure VRRP. But if you're using a router as a gateway, we cannot stack router. So we have to use a VRRP to provide a gateway redundancy. Okay. So we got master and backup. Then, so this is the virtual IP. Then, of course, when the PC want to ping want to reach the gateway, they also must know what is the MAC address of this virtual IP. Yes, the virtual MAC address, it will be automatically generated. Okay, then this is the format. 0000 then XX. XX is the VRID. So if your VRID is 1, then it will show in 01. Okay, it is your VRID. So exam will ask about this. Okay, the format of the virtual MAC address. Okay, the format of the virtual MAC address. Okay, will be tested in the exam. Just have to memorize that. That's it. Okay. Then of course this MAC address will be recorded inside the switch MAC address table. Okay, so the switch itself, okay, for PC and switch, they do not aware there's such thing called VRRP or virtual IP, virtual MAC. They don't see this. Okay, they just perform their own basic behavior. Okay, the switch receive the frame, learn the source MAC address, send out according to the destination MAC address. That's it. Okay, so while router 1 is the master, the virtual MAC address will map to this port. If the router 1 is down, router 2 take over, become the master, then the MAC address will be updated, map to this port. Okay, that's it. Okay, the switch just adapt, they just learn. Okay. Okay. How to decide who is the master, who are the backup? First thing is compare the VRRP priority. By default, the VRRP priority is 100. Highest become the master. So let's say on router 1 you set 200, so this one become master, then the rest are the backup. Okay. The priority value that can be shown is from 1 until 255. It can be shown. But what you can configure is from 1 until 254. So how the 255 is being shown, how it appears, okay? Because there's another conditions, okay? So what you can set is 1 until 254 only. Okay. If by default everyone is 100, okay, if the priority is the same, then they will compare for the largest IP address. Because on the port, no matter how, you still need to configure a IP address on the physical port, a unique IP address on the physical port. So this is the tiebreaker. Largest IP is the best, will become the master. Okay, if same priority. Okay, that's it. Then, okay, let's go through